Good morning, students. I'm Manoj Kumar Sharma. I welcome you all in Har Ghar Pathshala. Our today's topic is coordination compounds. It's part 9 of class 12th. Students, today's subtopic is color in coordination entities. Students, we are living in the world of colors. We come across different substances and objects which appear as colored. Just see the beauty of the colors. And here, this is blue vitriol, that is copper sulfate. It's hydrated copper sulfate rather, that is blue in color. And these are the different colored solutions. And here are the different salts which are having different colors. Now, question arises why it's so. Since the basic reason for the substances to be colored is that when some white light falls on these substances or objects, they absorb some of the light corresponding to some wavelength, and rest of the light is transmitted which also correspond to some wavelength, and that is in visible range. So the color of the substance or object correspond to the wavelength of the transmitted light. Since means जब आपकी व्हाइट लाइट बेटा फॉल करती है किसी भी सब्सटेंस या ऑब्जेक्ट के ऊपर, या फिर when we pass the white light through some substance, through some solution, they absorb some of the light corresponding to some wavelength, and rest of the light is transmitted. This transmitted light corresponds to some wavelength which is in the visible range, and so the color of the substance or object or that solution through which it is passed, through which this white light is passed, correspond to the wavelength of the transmitted light. जो मीन्स ट्रांसमिटेड लाइट की जो वेवलेंथ होगी वही कलर आपका क्या रहेगा, उस सब्सटेंस का रहेगा, उस सब्जेक्ट का रहेगा या उस सॉल्यूशन का रहेगा जिसके थ्रू आप क्या कर रहे हैं, व्हाइट लाइट पास कर रहे हैं. नाउ सिंस व्हाइट लाइट जो है दैट इज अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ डिफरेंट कलर्स. इफ यू सी हियर दिस अ व्हाइट लाइट लेट्स से एंड दैट इज पास्ड थ्रू द प्रिज्म, and this white light is going to split into different colors, and this phenomenon is called your dispersion. Now, and these different colors are Bevguer, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. Violet is having minimum wavelength and red is having maximum wavelength. Violet is having maximum frequency and maximum energy, whereas red is having minimum energy and minimum frequency. Now since this is the spectra of the white light, so this means white light is the combination of different colors. Now next is color in the coordination entities. Students, most of the transition metal complexes are colored in the solid state or in the solution form, and the color of the transition metal complexes can be easily explained with the help of crystal field theory. Crystal field theory से बेटा हम easily explain कर सकते हैं कि आपके जो transition metal complexes हैं वो colored क्यों हैं. जो transition metal है बेटा they have the property to observe certain radiations from the visible region of the spectrum. अभी हमने बात की कि जो आपका visible region है आपका white light spectra का, that is your having the colors from the violet to the red, Bevguer. So let's say when you are passing the white light through certain complex, now what will happen? The wavelength corresponding to some color that is observed. Then what will happen? जो आपकी transmitted और refracted light होगी that will be colored. Now since there are certain coordination complexes given over here which are having different colors. Students, this is the spectra of white light, or this is the visible region which corresponds from violet to the red, having wavelength range 400 nanometer to the 700 nanometer. Now here the range is given from 380 to 750. In the different books you will find the different wavelength range, but in general अगर हम बात करें बेटा that is ranging from 400 nanometer to the 700 nanometer. Now this visible light, that is a white light, that is the mixture of the different radiations of many wavelengths beta, as I have told you, ranging from the blue to red. When some of the wavelengths are removed from the beam of white light by passing the light through a sample, मीन्स हम किसी कंप्लेक्स के थ्रू अगर हम व्हाइट लाइट पास कर रहे हैं, देन व्हाट विल हैपन, सम ऑफ द कलर कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग टू सम वेवलेंथ दैट इज ऑब्जर्व्ड बाय दैट कंप्लेक्स, लेट्स से, देन जो आपकी ट्रांसमिटेड लाइट होगी दैट विल नॉट बी व्हाइट, वो आपकी व्हाइट नहीं रहेगी बेटा, दैट विल हैव सम कलर दैट विल कॉरस्पॉन्ड टू सम वेवलेंथ. फॉर एग्जांपल बेटा, अगर रेड लाइट जो है इफ दैट इज ऑब्जर्व्ड from the white light, suppose when we are passing the white light through the solution of some transition metal complex, then what will happen, then it will appear as to be green. That is, green is having short wavelength as compared to that of your red, means that is having less wavelength as compared to that of your red, and red is having your maximum wavelength in visible region. और बेटा अगर green color जो है, if the green is observed, then what will happen, then it will appear as to be red. So we can see here जो आपके रेड और ग्रीन कलर है, दे आर कंप्लीमेंट्री कलर्स. ये क्या है, आपके कंप्लीमेंट्री कलर्स हैं. नाउ इन द केस ऑफ ट्रांजिशन मेटल कॉम्प्लेक्सेस, जो आपका एनर्जी डिफरेंस है बिटवीन द टू सेट्स ऑफ डी ऑर्बिटल्स, वी हैव डिस्कस्ड इन द सीएफटी कि जब आपके लिगेंड्स अप्रोच करते हैं सेंट्रल मेटल आयन को, तो आपके जो डी ऑर्बिटल्स होते हैं, डीजेनरेट डी ऑर्बिटल्स जो होते हैं, दे स्प्लिट इनटू टू सेट्स ऑफ द डी ऑर्बिटल्स. इन ऑक्टाहेड्रल कॉम्प्लेक्सेस दीज आर योर T2G ऑर्बिटल्स और EG ऑर्बिटल्स बेटा. मीन्स जो आपका D ऑर्बिटल्स हैं, डीजेनरेट D ऑर्बिटल्स हैं, दे आर स्प्लिटिंग इनटू द टू सेट्स. वन सेट इज T2G सेट ऑफ ऑर्बिटल्स एंड अदर सेट इज योर EG सेट ऑफ D ऑर्बिटल्स. सो बेटा जब आपकी क्या होती, जो आपकी विजिबल लाइट व्हेन इट फॉल्स ऑन देम, जब आपकी विजिबल लाइट, व्हाइट लाइट जब इसके ऊपर फॉल करेगी, व्हाट विल हैपन, जो आपके इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं इन द लोअर सेट ऑफ ऑर्बिटल्स, दे विल बी एक्साइटेड टू द हायर सेट ऑफ ऑर्बिटल्स. वो आपका लो सेट ऑफ ऑर्बिटल से कहां चले जाएंगे, हायर सेट ऑफ द ऑर्बिटल्स. इट मींस सम ऑफ द एनर्जी इज ऑब्जर्व्ड इन जस्ट एक्साइटिंग द इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्रॉम द लो सेट ऑफ ऑर्बिटल्स टू द हायर सेट ऑफ ऑर्बिटल्स. सो ये जो कलर है which we see of a complex beta in the solid or solution, that is due to the light which is not observed but that is transmitted. अभी मैंने बात की कि some of the energy is observed in exciting the electron from the low set of orbitals to the higher set of orbitals. लेकिन बेटा in the excited state electrons they are not stable, so they will try to come back, they will lose energy, they will transmit energy, they will reflect energy. So बेटा ये जो कलर रहेगा आपका कंप्लेक्स का, चाहे वो सॉलिड स्टेट में है चाहे वो सॉल्यूशन में है, दैट इज ड्यू टू द लाइट विच इज ट्रांसमिटेड. और ये जो ऑब्जर्व्ड लाइट है उनका जो भी कलर है या फिर ट्रांसमिटेड का जो भी कलर है, they are complementary to each other beta. Now color in the coordination entities. Students, we can determine the complementary color of a substance with the help of color wheel. If we know the color of the light observed, अगर हमें यह पता है कि कौन सा कलर जो है लाइट का ऑब्जर्व हो रहा है, इससे हम we can find the complementary color with the help of your color wheel. Now what is this color wheel? This is the color wheel beta. अभी हमने बात की when we are passing the white light through a complex and suppose green light is observed, then the color of the complex will be red. If red light is observed, then complex will have green color. So it means red and green, they are complementary colors to each other. So beta, ये जो भी opposite ends पे जो भी colors हैं, they are complementary to each other. If the radiation corresponding to blue wavelength is observed by the complex will appear to be orange. If orange will be observed, then it will transmit the wavelength corresponding to blue color and color of the complex will appear blue. Now, just see if a complex observes red color, then what will happen? The complex appears green because green and red are the complementary colors to each other. In case of octahedral complexes, जो आपके इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं, they gets raised from the lower set of orbitals, that is our T2G orbital, to the higher set of orbitals, that is our EG orbital. Now, wavelength corresponding to the energy difference between these two sets of the orbital is observed of the visible light beta. जब हम किसी octahedral complex के थ्रू white light पास करेंगे, then that complex will observe the wavelength which corresponds to the energy difference between the two sets of the orbital, that is of crystal field spreading, and transmitted light जो है that will give the color to the complex beta. For example, hexa aqua titanium 3. Since the color of this hexa aqua titanium 3, that is of purple, its atomic number of the titanium, that is 22. So its electronic configuration of titanium, that is 4s2 3d2. Titanium की जो oxidation state है, that is +3 here. So electronic configuration of titanium +3. It's +3 over here, students. So 2 electron आपके 4s से गए बेटा, एक आपका 3d से गए. So we are left with the 3d1. Means 3d orbital में सिर्फ एक इलेक्ट्रॉन है आपका यहाँ. Now this is an example of d1 configuration. So this is a d1 system rather. Now just say this is a EG set of orbitals and this is a T2G set of orbital, and this one electron is present in the T2G orbital. So electronic configuration is T2G1. Now since transition of one electron from the lower orbital to the higher orbital in hexa aqua titanium 3 ion. So let's say this is the T2G, these are the T2G orbitals and these are the EG orbital. So now this is a D1 complex beta. Now one electron is in the T2G orbital, so electron configuration is T2G1. When we are passing the white light through this complex, is that clear? So some of the light it will observe, and this one of the electron will jump from this T2G set of orbital to the EG. Is that clear? So beta, the electronic configuration of this will be your T2G0 and EG1. So now energy corresponding to this transition corresponds to green and yellow lights. Beta, जो energy observe होगी when you will pass the white light through this complex. What does it mean? When you are passing white light through this complex, it will observe the wavelength which corresponds to green and yellow lights from the white light. Is that clear? Now, when it is going to observe the wavelength corresponding to the green and yellow light beta, then energy corresponding to blue and red light, that is transmitted, hence it appears purple. Beta, now when this electron is in the excited state, this will try to come back. So it will reflect some light. So that reflected or transmitted light will give the color to the complex. So that's why it appears purple. Hope students this is clear. Now calculation of crystal field splitting energy for the octahedral complexes बेटा. Students, जो आपकी crystal field splitting energy है, we can calculate that from the wavelength of the light observed by the complex. Students, now this one electron when it is going to the excited state, let's say T2G से आपका EG orbital में ये आपका इलेक्ट्रॉन जा रहा है, so whatever wavelength, whatever energy, yeah, you can say now this electron is going from T2G orbital to the EG orbital. So students, some of the wavelength of the light that is observed by the complex just to excite the electron from this lower set of orbital, that is T2G, to the higher set of orbital, that is of EG. Now whatever wavelength is observed over here, from that wavelength we can calculate this delta O. Now students, let's take an example in the form of a numerical just to understand this. The complex hexa aqua titanium 3 that observe light of the wavelength equal to 510 nanometers. Now it means the wavelength that is equal to 510 into 10 to the minus 9 meters, because 1 nanometer is equal to 10 to the minus 9 meters. So since as we know that energy is directly proportional to this frequency of the light, so E is equal to h nu and E is equal to hc lambda. Now we know the value of this h, we know the value of this c, that is velocity of light, and this lambda that is given to us. So we can calculate this energy. So since putting these values here, so now h की जो वैल्यू है बेटा that is 6.626 into 10⁻34 joule second, and c की जो वैल्यू है that is velocity of light that is equal to 3.0 into 10⁸ meter per second, and wavelength that is given to us that is 510 into 10⁻9 meters. So after calculating this, we'll get 3.90 into 10⁻19 joules of the energy per electron. So you know this is the energy which is required to excite one of the electron from T2g orbital to the Eg orbital. So beta, this energy corresponds to the excitation of one electron only. What, let's say we have to calculate the energy observed for 1 mole of the atoms. Let's say 1 mole of the electron के लिए कितनी energy चाहिए? So we have to multiply this energy by your Avogadro's number, that is your 6.023 into 10⁻23 multiplied by 3.90 into 10⁻19 joule, that is equal to your 235 kilojoule per mole. So beta, this energy is nothing but that is crystal field spreading for the octahedral complex hexa aqua titanium 3 ion, and that is equal to 235 kilojoule per mole. Hope students this is clear. So beta, this way we can find out delta O from the wavelength, that is wavelength of the light which is observed during the transition of the electron from T2g orbital to the Eg orbital. Now since the difference in crystal field spreading energy between the different sets of the orbitals in the octahedral complexes that vary from one metal to the other metal, and nature of the ligands as well. So beta, जो आपके different complexes हैं, they will observe different amount of energies from the visible region and exhibit the different colors. Why? Because you know this crystal field spreading energy that is different for the different complexes, and that will depend upon the nature of the metal as well as the nature of the ligands. That's why the different complexes observe the different amount of energies from the visible region and exhibit different colors. Now since let's say this is the T2g set of orbital and this is your Eg set of orbital. Now here suppose this crystal field spreading energy for the octahedral complex is high, and let's say this is your T2g set of orbital and this is your Eg set of orbital. Now see, the difference between the energy is very less, so means that is having your low crystal field spreading energy for the octahedral complexes. Now since this is the case of your strong field ligand, let's say when strong field ligand is approaching the central metal ion, then there will be a high crystal field spreading energy. Now if the crystal field spreading energy is high, then it will form the low spin complex. Then it will form the low spin complex. Whereas this is the case of your weak field ligand beta. You know, if the weak field ligand is approaching the central metal ion, then there will be a low crystal field spreading in case of your octahedral complexes, and it will form the high spin complexes. Now since, just to understand this, let's take an example. In these complexes like hexa aqua cobalt 3, hexa amine cobalt 3 and hexa cyano cobalt 3 ions, जो आपकी crystal field spreading energies हैं, they will be in order of these ligands. That is cyanide, you know, that is a strong field ligand. Then this is a ammonia, then it's a water. Now this is C and negative actually beta. तो cyanide जो है that is a strong field ligand, तो क्रिस्टल फील्ड स्प्लिटिंग एनर्जी क्या रहेगी? ज्यादा रहेगी. एंड दिस इज अ वीक फील्ड लिगेंड, तो आपकी क्रिस्टल फील्ड स्प्लिटिंग एनर्जी क्या रहेगी? आपकी कम रहेगी बेटा. Whereas this ammonia will have intermediate crystal field spreading energy. Now since you just see here are the different complexes of the chromium 3 positive ion. These are the different crystal field spreading energies in case of your different ligands. So this is clear from this that crystal field spreading energy that depends upon the nature of the ligands also. So since cyanide is a strong field ligand, so crystal field spreading energy is large, whereas this is a weak field ligand, that's why this is having your small crystal field splitting. This is having your low crystal field splitting energy. This chromium 3 positive and they are having these different complexes. So these are arranged in order of their weak field ligand to the strong field ligand. And the crystal field spreading energy is going to increase from fluoride to the cyanide. And the color of the complex also changes from this green to yellow. Now since as this crystal field spreading energy is going to increase and the color of the complex changes from green to yellow, you just see now this is a small crystal field spreading and this is a large crystal field spreading. So just to excite the electron from here to here, in case of your this weak field ligand beta, large wavelength is observed over here. So large wavelength, suppose it corresponds to, if we consider largest wavelength is your for the red color. So red का जो complementary color है that is of green. So it means if it is going to observe the wavelength corresponding to the red color, then it is going to appear green because it's red का जो complementary color है that is of green. Same if we see over here the crystal field spreading energy is large, means large energy is required just to excite the electron from this energy level to this energy level. So low set of orbital से high set of orbital में इलेक्ट्रॉन को एक्साइट करने के लिए ज्यादा एनर्जी चाहिए यहाँ. So energy is inversely proportional to the this wavelength. So the light corresponding to lower wavelength will be observed just to excite the electron from this set of orbital to this set of orbital. So beta, if the wavelength is small, so smallest wavelength, for example, the smallest wavelength is of your violet, and violet का जो complementary color है that is of yellow. That's why this hexacyanochromium 3 ion that is appearing you yellow beta, because it is going to observe the light corresponding to the violet color. Is that clear? That's why it is appearing you yellow. Hope students this is clear. These are the examples of different coordination entities beta. They are going to observe the different wavelengths. Is that clear? So the color of the light observed आपको दे रखा है बेटा यहाँ, और color of the coordination entity क्या होगा, that will be the complementary color of your this one. Is that clear? जैसे अभी कहा मैंने कि yellow का जो complementary color है that is of violet, blue और green का that is of red, blue का क्या है आपका बेटा yellow और orange. Is that clear? And ultraviolet जो है that is not in visible region बेटा, red का जो है आपका that is of blue, means this is the case of you can say borderline cases there. Is that clear? So here if it is red it should be green, but it is somewhat blue. Is that clear? So this is a borderline case, and if blue green it is, then it appears you violet. So these are the different coordination entities. Now since let's see the relation between the delta O lambda and delta E by taking the example of some complex ions. Let's say this is a hexa aqua cobalt 3 ion, this is hexa amine cobalt 3 ion, और ये है आपका hexacyano cobalt 3 ion. Now since delta O, the crystal field spreading energy in case of your octahedral complexes, because these are all octahedral complexes, ये सारे के सारे क्या हैं आपके octahedral complexes हैं. You know, since this is a weak field ligand, तो इसमें crystal field spreading energy क्या होगी? Small. And this is a strong field ligand, तो इस केस में आपकी क्या होगी? Crystal field spreading energy will be large. Whereas this is intermediate of these two. Is that clear बेटा? So इसमें जो आपके crystal field spreading energy क्या रहेगी आपकी? Intermediate रहेगी बेटा. Now excitation energy. Since this is a weak field ligand, the difference between the two sets of orbitals that is small in this case. So excitation energy will be small. and here this will be intermediate of these two, but in this case excitation energy will be large because energy difference जो है आपका बेटा दो set of orbitals के बीच में क्या है, that is large. Now absorption wavelength means whatever wavelength they are going to observe when white light is passed through these complex ions or complexes. Since energy of excitation that is small over here, energy small है बेटा, तो energy that is inversely related to the wavelength, so wavelength will be large. Whereas in this case wavelength will be small और इस केस में again intermediate it will be. इन दोनों के बीच की रहेगी बेटा absorption wavelength here, और यहां क्या रहेगी बेटा आपकी wavelength will be small. So small wavelength will be observed. Now color observed. In this case आपका ऑरेंज रहेगा बेटा, वाटर के केस में हेक्सा एक्वा कोबाल्ट 3 आयन के केस में आपका ऑरेंज कलर विल बी ऑब्जर्व्ड, एंड हियर ब्लू कलर विल बी ऑब्जर्व्ड, एंड इन दिस केस एज आई हैव टोल्ड यू अर्लियर आल्सो द वायलेट कलर विल बी ऑब्जर्व्ड. नाउ कलर ट्रांसमिटेड. नाउ बेटा ऑरेंज का जो आपका कंप्लीमेंट्री कलर है दैट इज ऑफ ब्लू, एंड ब्लू का क्या है आपका येलो ऑरेंज है, एंड वायलेट का क्या है आपका बेटा दैट इज येलो. सो दीज कलर्स विल बी ट्रांसमिटेड when white light will be passed through these different complexes, and whatever color will be transmitted, this will be the color of these complexes beta. This will be your yellow, this will be a yellow colored complex, and this will be a yellow orange colored complex, and this will be your blue colored complex. Hope students this is clear. But students, in the absence of any ligand, the crystal field splitting will not टेक प्लेस. जब आपकी क्रिस्टल फील्ड स्प्रेडिंग एनर्जी नहीं होगी तो क्या होगा, सब्सटेंस विल बी कलरलेस. क्यों? क्योंकि आपकी डी ट्रांजिशन नहीं होगी. आपका जो डी ऑर्बिटल्स हैं दे आर गोइंग टू स्प्लिट इनटू टू सेट्स ओनली व्हेन द लिगेंड्स आर अप्रोचिंग द सेंट्रल मेटल आयन. जब आपका लिगेंड्स आपके सेंट्रल मेटल आयन को अप्रोच करता है बेटा तभी आपकी क्रिस्टल फील्ड स्प्रेडिंग हो रही है. अगर क्रिस्टल फील्ड स्प्रेडिंग ही नहीं होगी तो आपका सब्सटेंस क्या रहेगा आपका, दैट विल बी कलरलेस. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मान लिया दिस इज हेक्सा एक्वा टाइटेनियम 3 क्लोराइड. अगर हम यहां से वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स को ही रिमूव कर दें अपॉन हीटिंग तो क्या होगा, दिस कंप्लेक्स विल बिकम कलरलेस. रिमूवल ऑफ वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स फ्रॉम दिस कंप्लेक्स ऑन हीटिंग मेक्स इट कलरलेस. एंड ओनली दोज कंप्लेक्सेस आर कलर्ड विच हैव इनकंप्लीट डी सबशेल्स, मींस जिसमें आपका कंप्लीटली फिल्ड डी ऑर्बिटल्स ना हो. इलेक्ट्रॉन विल नॉट बी एक्साइटेड फ्रॉम one set of orbital to the other set of orbital. So we can say only those complexes are colored which have incomplete d subshell, means they must have partial filled d orbitals. So transition metal ions having completely filled or completely empty d subshells are also colorless. Transition of the electron is the essential condition for the complexes to be colored. So that will happen only if अगर d सबशेल में या d ऑर्बिटल में क्या हो, partially filled d orbitals हो. Is that clear? Only then it will be colored. अगर d सबशेल में या d ऑर्बिटल में कोई भी इलेक्ट्रॉन नहीं है या फिर completely filled है, then the transition metal ion जो होगा then the complex will be colorless. For example, the complexes of copper positive, that is having your D10 configuration beta, zinc 2 positive D10 again, silver positive D10 again, titanium 4 positive D10 again, and in this case also hexa aqua scandium 3 positive. Scandium is having your 0 electron over here, D is 0 in this case, so hexa aqua zinc 2 again D10 is there. So these are all colorless. So इनके जो भी complexes रहेंगे बेटा कॉपर पॉजिटिव के, जिंक 2 पॉजिटिव के, सिल्वर पॉजिटिव के और टाइटेनियम 4 पॉजिटिव के, दे ऑल विल बी कलरलेस. सो विद दिस थैंक यू, होप you have enjoyed the today's lecture.